Good afternoon. I'm Kevin Engel with Birkey's Farm Store in Galesburg, Illinois. Um, Tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up on a small dairy farm in northern Illinois, and I was active in FFA when I was in school. And when I graduated from high school, I went to school at the U of I, and I started working with Birkey's part-time when I was going to school at the U of I, and I've been with them ever since. Um, I have a family up here in Galesburg. I have three kids that are all actively involved in FFA. Um, my oldest son, who just graduated from high school, he served as the president of the local chapter, and I've also got two other. Um, I got a daughter Caitlin and a son Kyle. They're both in FFA also. Um, Here at Birkey's in Galesburg, I'm the combine service manager. I oversee a shop with currently six technicians, and we have another one starting next week. Um, Here at Galesburg, our Galesburg location, we're big enough. We actually have two service managers. I um, I oversee the combines, planters, sprayers, pretty much everything except tractors, construction, and lawn and garden. I have another service manager that oversees that department. Um, just a little bit about me is, like I said, I told you I went to school at the U of I. I got a degree in ag mech. Um, the the ag mech degree kind of helped prepare me for what I do every day. The biggest thing I can probably tell people interested in this field, if you're interested in the mechanics side of it, the best thing a person can do is definitely take as much of the technology courses, electrical and hydraulics. When it comes down to it, the nuts and bolts of things pretty much comes naturally with time. Something else, Berkey's is actively involved with Parkland's junior college in Champaign. We have a scholarship program that's tied with it that'll put money towards tuition and actually help you get started with tools. If you're interested in that, I listed Berkey's website. There is a page on there you can get to that'll give you more information on it and actually applications and scholarship information on it also. But it's www.berkeys.com. Um, the other things that want to tell anybody interested in this field that's there's been, as technology keeps advancing over time, it gets more and more computer related, and anybody that takes the time and studies and gets involved with the computer side of things, they can more and more farmers these days are relying on the dealerships to help support their technology and their advancements. There is a lot of um, things going on in agriculture right now. I know we got some challenging times because of this COVID thing, but yet there's always going to be a need for farmers and food and the people that support those industries. Um, the um, I'm going to probably start looking through. There's some questions from the students, and I'll try to answer some of them. Um, One of them was some advice to give the students interested in the careers like yours. That's one of the things I um, did mention is definitely um, focus on the new technology, electrical and hydraulics. Um, they also asked what are the different positions available at Birkey's. Berkey's employ over 200 employees. It's probably closer to 300 some employees. We have parts technicians or parts people um, that every store has got, at least three. Our store's got four. We've got shipping and receiving people. We have a truck drivers that for delivering equipment. We've got a lawn and garden specialist, both in sales and in the service department. Every store's got salesmen, so there's a lot of opportunities out there in the equipment industry right now. Another question is, what type of education or training suggested to work on agriculture as a service manager? I think I highlighted it some. You definitely need to be focus on some people skills along with your service technical training and stuff. Every day you are, selling yourself, you're selling labor, you're selling Birkeys, and people that build up a good rapport with the customers are ones that's going to exceed well. And I also would like to encourage a lot of the people interested in this field. The harder you work at it, the better you'll succeed and the better you'll advance in any company that you go into. It's definitely, there's definitely a lot of hard work that goes into things. There's also, someone also had commented, there is a website, the www.birkeys.com/scholarships will actually take you to the scholarship page directly. Another question is when hiring people at Birkeys, what skills or skills or things that you are looking for in an employee? One of the things I did mention, hard workers, people that's interested in solving problems, technical skills, and those things. And, like I said, if you, to enjoy what you do in life, you really need to pursue a career that you enjoy. And if you do enjoy what you do, you're a lot more likely to excel. Another question was, can you tell us what your favorite part of your job at Birkeys is? I really do enjoy working with the farmers and the customers every day. I do enjoy helping them solve their problems. If they can't get something figured out, it's just a good feeling to know that you help somebody every day. Another question was, where do you see job opportunities in the ag industry? The precision field has really advanced and grown in the last few years. There's definitely opportunities in that for people that enjoy the computers and that new technology. It's definitely has changed a lot. As I mentioned earlier, the ag industry is always going to be a necessity because people always need food. So if you enjoy agriculture, I think there's definitely a lot of room to, room for advancement and to, proceed, be it in crops, being in machinery, there's so many things that agriculture, I mean, drones have become a big thing. Crop scouting and all that stuff is just, it's advanced quite a bit in the last few years. Any other questions there quick? Make sure I didn't miss anybody's. The other thing is that in the equipment industry, no matter what company you work for, the companies will send you to, if you work for Case dealer, John Deere dealer, etc., companies will send you to their technical schools, and a lot of that has changed a little bit in the last 4 to 5 years, and especially in the last 3 or 4 months with this COVID thing, more and more of that training is actually becoming online. So the for a person to, my service technicians right now, for example, the general technicians, they'll probably end up spending, um, probably about a week to 2 weeks a year, just throughout the year, doing training of some sort. Um, the service technicians to actually go to a factory school, it's becoming just a 2 or 3 day event when they actually doing the online training or the at school instructor training. And now this equipment companies are transferring to doing 2 or 3 weeks of just like one day a week doing online training. And then after you do the online training or whatever, then they'll send you up to a trades or to a school to physically do the hands-on diagnostic stuff that they physically want you to, see and show. The nice thing about that being added into the mix is you you retain so much more of it. If you're doing it a little bit of the time, like my service technicians got to do a computer diagnostic course, and they actually get assignments that they have to do. They'll take the service tool out to a piece of machinery. They'll pull the diagnostic history out of it, any error messages, that stuff, and then they have to copy that back in and send that back to Case, the instructor. And basically, as long as they do all the work and take the time to make sure it's right when they're done, they actually, get a passing grade on it. But it makes you retain so much more of it now the way they got it than it used to be. When I first started Birkey's and Case IH, you go up to training for a week, and all that information was packed into a 4-day training course. And it was a lot harder to probably retain it. You had the training manual that you rely on a lot for your electrical and schematics and all that stuff. But it seems like if you're not physically doing it yourself, you're not going to retain it as well as you would with, if somebody else just telling you about it. Physically do it makes it a lot more easier to retain. Um, the Another question come in. The One of the things that the biggest things that um, I enjoy, like I said, is my job is helping farmers, customers, working on machinery. The one thing today I would like to encourage or pass on, and I have told this to my own kids, no matter what you do, you need to really find a career that you enjoy to do and you love to do it. It will make you so much happier, more productive, and better at your job and advancement if you just find a career and pursue a career that you really enjoy and love. Um, be it livestock, be it, farm production, etc., agri industry, meat science, whatever. There's a lot of opportunities in agriculture, but while you're going to school, take the time to find out what you definitely want to do for a career and then pursue it, because that will make you a better person and succeed better in life if you're doing what you love and enjoy every day. Is there any other questions anybody has? I definitely, would again like to thank the FFA for Foundation for focusing on all the different careers to help you younger generation to find the um, find your career that you enjoy and like, and explore your options while you still can. But if anybody have any questions they want to ask later, they're more than free to contact me. I put my contact information on the top. So if you want to just go ahead and shoot me an email, I'll be glad to call you if you got any questions. Please, like I said, feel free to contact us or anybody else, at Birkey's if you have any questions. Thank you very much for all you for listening today. If you got any questions, please call. Thank you.